it's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I hope that this channeled message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, okay, my loves? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I just realized I didn't put my rings on, so actually I want to put those on. So some of you might be kind of realizing it's like, I'm getting this message out of nowhere that like some of you might be coming to some really strong sudden realizations about things that might have seemed like really obvious, or like routines that, like, say in the past you had really started like a really good workout routine, or really good, like you've been eating really healthy, right? And then maybe for the holidays, or maybe for a little bit, you know, you kind of gave in to a little bit. I know right now where I am in the world, you know, in the Western Hemisphere, I know that it is winter time right now, right? Well, in the Northern Hemisphere. Anyway, where I am right now, right? It's winter, so it's cold. So I know maybe you had kind of like some seasonal depression, where it kind of like, oh, you feel a little down or feel a little drained. Okay, maybe all of these retrogrades that we're going through are really getting you, you know, and so maybe you kind of got out of some healthy habits that you were into. And Spirit is saying, don't worry, right? Your body is just synchronizing up with like the natural being. Everything is going to be okay. Cut yourself some slack. Be sweet with yourself and realize, okay, like I'll get that weight back off. Like, okay, I'll get back into that routine. So some of you might be really coming to some realizations like, wow, you know what? You know what? Actually, I'm going to put that cookie back. You know what? I'm going to go for the fat-free side. You know what? Why don't I choose the broccoli instead of the French fries? You know what? And it's like relieving that pressure or the guilt off yourself from those choices that you were made in the past, that you might have been making in the past, and kind of allowing yourself to get back into the much more like healthier, whether that's, you know, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it is, you know, whether or not it's like, you know what, I need to get back into doing my yoga every day. You know what? It's just like this sudden realization, like, you know what, I need to put things a little more into order, you know? And I'm not saying that your life is in chaos or anything like that, but you might be coming through some realizations that you're like, you know what, I need to stop this behavior. You know what, like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it, and you're just gonna kind of get naturally fall back into those lines. So don't worry. I really feel like there's a lot of releasing going on right now. The board back here, okay, which I am putting into effect into the background of the readings, okay. The board message for today is release the pain, okay, release the pain. And we have several of any of these numbers have any interest for you. Okay, sorry, I did it like several hours ago. So the numbers for today are 52, 26, 53, 10, 44, 818, and 63. So if any of those numbers have any kind of meaning for you, you know, show it. Let this be the synchronicity. I also just heard butterfly. So butterflies or birds. Butterflies are bluebird, specifically like a blue jay or bluebird, okay, or any kind of bluebird. Also just heard robin. So robin's egg, like robin's egg blue, or like robin's eggs, something, any of those colors or any of that I reference. If that's any kind of synchronicity for you, that's, hey love, you're in the right reading. This is going to be what you need to hear today, okay? So I really feel like we're going to be, I know myself, I've been going through a lot of releasing over the last few days, over the last week, and especially today I had a massive releasing. It was so beautiful. I'm so grateful for that. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling hot spirits. 333 down on the clock. Let's get going, because I just noticed, like when I was sitting down getting everything ready on the real-time clock, it was almost 333. And I caught 332, and I thought, well, not quite there, but you know, it's some good numbers too, right? Nothing wrong with not catching 333. You know, I just noticed that, and then I caught 333 on the reading here. 353 down there really just stood out to me as well. So, oh yeah. So I just heard, look at the back of your deck. So it's time to release negativity, right? So this full moon in Scorpio, definitely releasing some of, right, a lot of releasing the pain, releasing the negativity, releasing the judgment, releasing the anger, you know, all of those kind of all those negative things, or those low vibrational things that might really be kind of pulling you down. Oh wow, let go. Absolutely. Okay, what's on the back of the deck here? And I did shuffle these before. Okay, the Aeon. Okay, the Aeon is, what, I just looked this up the other day in the Thoth Tarot. It's like the world. It's kind of like the World card. It's about how you fit into society as a whole, how you fit into society as a whole. Okay, so the greater consciousness of the earth, okay, and manifestation. Okay, I definitely feel like the Aeon has something to do with manifestation as well. Okay. And the reverse Emperor and Lust is back here on the back side of the deck. So we'll see how that might come out. Control, letting go of control, letting go of any kind of control issues, letting go of the thought of I have to have it, I have to have it, I have to have it. Kind of let go, and realize that some of the things that you were really trying to force into being or force into place was at the root of that was some kind of pain, some kind of negativity that you really need to let go of, right? So that's that toxic attachment issues, toxicity, trying to force people to love us or force us to be, to have a role in people's lives, okay, because we want to feel needed. So there's things that I really feel like are coming down deep out of that, right? We just, Mercury just came direct, okay, so we're still in post shadow energy, right? Or not Mercury, sorry. Yeah, no. I said Mars the first time, did I? No, I don't think I did. It was Mercury direct. I said the right thing. Why did I doubt that? I don't know. So you guys might be kind of you might be kind of second guessing yourself. Like you were doing the right thing and then you started second guessing yourself. Fear kind of got into it. You kind of backed out of it and then you realized, no, like I was doing the right thing. Like how I was saying before, like it'll come back around. Like your kind of confidence in, no, it's okay. Like I was doing the right thing. I know what I'm doing. Like it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Inner child healing. 55. There it is. Okay? Go to your quiet place, find yourself there, start anew, forgive and nurture yourself, transmute any fear or doubt into eternal love. We were just talking about that, right? We were just talking about fears, doubts, any of that, from any of that, wherever that comes from. Divine protection. Yeah, you are getting divine protection. You are being divinely guided through whatever it is that you're going through right now. Okay, my love? Yes, exactly. Pupil, okay? You are the people. You are, right? You are the student. You are being guided. Star seed. Wow, okay, cool. Right? You have traveled a long way on a mission. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, you might be, because, oh, that starseed. Yes. Thank you. Healthy boundaries. This later on in the starseed message, it talks about how you might feel alone. Like you might feel kind of separated. You might be really looking for, approval from other people, and then other people might have disapproved of something or the way you were doing something, and then you came back around to, you know what, no, like I'm doing it right. Healthy boundaries, right? Establishing those healthy boundaries between you and other people around you, right? Letting go of any kind of negativity that you could have about other people, or other people could be projecting onto you, and then also in turn letting go of that, and then also letting go of any kind of negativity like anger or anything that you might have towards those people, for when you go through the awakening, when you go through the realization that they were projecting their issues, like, oh, that's your problem, why are you projecting onto me? Coming at that with a more compassion and understanding, right? Okay, I get it. We all project onto each other. We all have issues that we're dealing with. I get it, right? Okay. In the near future. Okay, so in the near future, if you don't feel this energy now, you could really be going through this in the near future. Okay, so don't worry. Yeah, exactly. Recovery. Your angels, your spirit guides, they're all here helping you recover, helping you kind of realize, helping you improve that health, right? What I was talking about earlier, improving your health, whether or not that's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is for you, right? Physically, yeah. And finding some kind of peaceful resolution here for you, finding that peace inside, right? Finding that peace, like that anger, like the forgive card. It's really reminding me of the forgive card, like the anger and the pain only weigh you down, right? Union. Wow. Release the past. Okay. Release the past to come into union for yourself, right? Right? To come into a higher version of yourself and bring about new beginnings for yourself. That's beautiful. Okay. Right. Listen to your intuition. Like your intuition, you're being guided by your spirit guides, right? You're being guided by your higher self, for sure. So I really feel like right now, through this deck, your higher self might be really wanting to talk to you. So since we are coming, Mercury's coming direct and we're opening up communication a little bit better, what does your higher self of the collective have to say? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Compromise, right? You might have been wrong. I might have been wrong. It's okay. We can both get better, right? It's okay. We can both go through this. We can both heal. Yes. Right? Absolutely. Compromise. Find that balance inside of yourself by forgiving and letting go, right? And I know that can take longer depending on what the person particularly did. I'm not here to judge you or tell you there has to be some kind of specific timeline. Your spirit guides are just telling you at one point when you're really ready to work for it, your higher self is telling you, work towards as much forgiveness as you can, right? Work towards as much forgiveness as you can. You don't have to forgive everything. You don't have to forgive everyone right now. It's a process. Your healing is a process. It's improving. It's okay, but it's balancing out, right? That's what's going to help you feel a little bit more balance, because your scales were being tipped a little too one way or the other, being too judgmental towards yourself, too judgmental towards other people, having a lot of anger or fear or doubt or whatever it was in your heart. Your spirit is telling you, we're coming in here to balance this out. Clear communication, right? Communicate clearly. Absolutely, right? Okay. Okay, right? You're ready, my love. You're ready. You're ready to start the process, or you're ready to begin the next stage of the process. Wherever you are, Spirit is saying, when you're ready, you're ready. Believe in yourself, okay? This is not to push you. This is not to shame you for not doing it sooner or anything like that, right? This is just about your spirit guide saying, like, you're ready, my love. It's okay, right? And all these rainbows and all your readings too. This deck is very heavy in the rainbow energy, with lots of pictures of rainbows. So if rainbows is another thing, also dawn, okay, sunrise. That's kind of really standing out to me too in this You're Ready card, as well as alchemizing your sacral energy here with the Ankh right here, right? Specifically, what? Specifically, specifically, alchemizing through your sexual energy. Now, that does not mean that you have to be actively participating in actual physical intercourse or anything like that, but it's just through your really strong sacral energy, okay? Take action. Messages from the higher selves. Messages. Okay, yeah. Lots of improving, right, in the near future. Improving your health. It's improving your health, and even more, right? It's kind of like your higher self is saying that your spirit guides and everybody is coming through, surrounding you with this warm, loving, golden, healing white light, right? And all this rainbow energy as well here, where both of the people here are like surrounded by rainbows, right? Especially in their crown chakra, especially around their head. So it's a lot of improving your mental and emotional health, right? Is what I really feel like is happening right now. And Spirit is saying, good job. They're really proud of all the work that you've been putting in, of all the releasing of all the negativity. And look what was behind this, right? A win-win for, like, there. Look, what? Oh, Mercury retrograde is trying to get me on the back end. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra, right? So releasing to bring that balance, right? Releasing to bring that balance energy in. Goodness gracious. Woo, woo, wee. Right? Meditation brings answers. So if you're doing some meditation, I'm also hearing too, it might do you some really good. Okay. I was doing this morning, so that might be why it's kind of popping into my head, as to doing some visualization while you're meditating. Okay. So really get in the mode where you feel really comfortable, you feel really relaxed, okay? Get in that mode and then kind of think through. I also sometimes during my meditations, like I do have moments when I just meditate in silence, right? But then sometimes I do meditate with chakra music. Like right now I have a root chakra a meditation going on in the background, right? So sometimes I will go through, I'll try to remember to link my 1331 down on the clock, so mirroring energy, link that playlist around whichever corner. I think it shows up in this corner, that comes up, and I have, like, it's really quick. It goes through all of your chakras, and it is a meditation. It's just a 20-minute meditation. It's really good. There are no commercials in the middle of it or anything like that, no ads. So you can just go through really quick, and have like a quick 20-minute meditation. And as it's going through the different chakras, right, if it really helps you to do kind of like color therapy, right, with the different colors that are associated with the different chakras, kind of envision that kind of radiating light energy, right, kind of like shooting in. So just like seeing your whole, however you want to vision it, just that part of your body, or if you want to vision your whole body being like surrounded and covered in the different colors, right? So it's giving me that kind of rainbow energy, right? Some people just like to envision like just pure white light, which is rainbow light, which covers all of the light, right? Shooting down through their body and covering them, whether you want to, however you want to visualize it, a square around you, a bubble around you, just a light beam, like, psh, like there's a big spotlight on you, right? Do those visualizations through your meditations, right? Where you're really aligning up with yourself and aligning up with that, really, and really concentrating, even saying it either into yourself or speaking out loud as you sit down with your spirit guide. Say, hey, spirit guides, how you lovelies doing? However you introduce your, however you call upon your spirit guides, right? And or call upon the energy of the universe, however you do it, right? Or God, if you want to speak to your God or your angels or whatever it is, right? And say, I have the intention of going through and aligning my chakras and surrounding myself with pure healing light that is really going to help me process a lot of the emotional energy that I'm processing right now, right? And then go through those different chakras, just blasting those areas with really bright, beautiful, white, cleansing light, or if you want to concentrate on the specific colors that correspond with specific chakras, right? And just see those balls of light, just, you feel that energy and go through there, and just go, down or up. However, I usually start at the root chakra and then just work my way up, right? So, maybe that would be a visualization practice that would really help you during your meditations. Oh, yep. I was like, I feel it slipping out. Right? So because I know that when I was really starting to get into meditation, I had this really strict view of what meditation was that you had to sit in silence and you had to try to quiet your mind and all of this. And yes, it is important. It does help you, and it might take a while. I was talking to one of my friends and she was like, well, what are you doing? I was talking to her about how I felt a lot better, and she was like, well, what are you doing? And I was like, well, one major thing that's really helped me was meditation. And she was like, oh, like it's so hard for me to get into meditation, I fall asleep. And I was like, me too. Sometimes you're gonna fall asleep. Sometimes, I've been working on my meditations for like months, trying to get myself to meditate, and I couldn't get myself to meditate every day at first, and it took a while, and now I'm really meditating. Now I'm really trying to meditate twice a day, one morning meditation, one night meditation, every single day, right? And it's amazing how much it's helped, and I will rotate out what I meditate on or how I go through my meditations. Sometimes I like to do it in silence. Sometimes I like to do it with, like really soft ambient music going on in the background. Sometimes, different chakra meditations going in the background, focusing on different sounds around me, or doing mantras, right? Doing mantras through my meditation, whether or not I do the mantras that are associated with my chakras, or I visualize through my meditations, or if I have a mantra of a particular word like peace or relaxation or understanding or whatever I was, and I will repeat that over and over and over again in my mind, right? So meditation doesn't have to look just one way, you guys. Meditation doesn't, find what really works for you and just kind of try different stuff, right? But the thing with meditation is consistency. It really is just consistency, and don't beat yourself up if you can't do it every day at first. That's okay, right? Do it when you really feel called to do it. Do it when you really want to quiet your mind. Excuse me. Hey, excuse me, leave that alone, please. Don't knock that over. Or if you really want to, if you ever just need a moment where you just need a moment to bring it down, right? Or ground yourself. You can do it inside, on your bed, on a, outside, on a chair, by the pool, in the water, in the bathtub, doesn't matter, right? Do it however and whatever it strikes you, that it really will, and it really does. It's just consistency, and it's just not sticking yourself in a really particular box is what really has helped me through really actually getting consistent with my meditation. And I will tell you guys, it's amazing. It's amazing. So excuse me for interrupting right then, but they were just showing me all of the visions in my mind of all the different meditations I've been doing. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, because it really took me reading a lot more into different forms of meditation that weren't so traditional avenues or traditional books on it, and it really helped me to open up my mind about, like, wow, meditation can look like a lot of different things, right? And it's okay if one form of meditation just really doesn't work for you. Like, that's okay. Oh my gosh, it's up to you. Hello, it's up to you, right? It's up to you. Do what feels right for you, boo, right? Wow. Okay. Love that. Big happy changes, right? Love that. Again, there's that golden and that white, beautiful rainbow light, right? All of that. Okay. Yeah, right? Consistency. Don't stop. Look, again, surrounded by that rainbow energy, right? Don't stop. Just keep going. It's okay, right? And don't be mad at yourself if you skip a week, or don't be mad at yourself if you notice, wow, it's been like 2 weeks since I meditated. I really need to sit down and do this. Don't be mad at yourself about it, okay? It's okay. It really took me a long time to really get consistent with my meditation. It really did, right? So be gentle and be kind with yourself through it. It's okay, right? All right. If you believe in yourself. You know that you can do this, right? Give yourself the peace and the grace and, and the kindness. And you guys notice here the caduceus above her head here, right? The healing energy flowing down right into her crown chakra, and then like this again, the rainbow energy and the white kind of energy around her, right? Absolutely. Any more? Two more? Is that okay? This is lovely. I love this. Whoops. Okay, yes, energy came out. So some of you might have just asked a question, especially around like day and night. Oh, yes, I just talked about that, right? Having the day meditations, night meditations, that might really help you. It might help you changing up when you do your meditations. You don't have to do it as often as I do. Look for a sign is right there, right? So that might have been a sign for some of you. Like, okay, maybe you only try day meditations, and you're like, you know what? Maybe I should try some nighttime meditations, or maybe you only do one or the other, and you're like, maybe I should try something else. I'm hearing like push yourself beyond your comfort zone. It's okay, right? Push yourself when you're ready, but you're gonna have to try new things. You're gonna have to do new things, right? And this weight energy came out. And it's so funny that it fell straight on top of don't stop. And I feel like I'm really being drawn to this sword here, right? This fiery sword. So I guess that's something closer to Michael. Okay, it could be Metatron in this imagery right here. Um, because it feels like this fiery sword, right? It feels. I'm really hearing cutting out this like waiting around energy is what I'm really hearing. It's like a tower, right? A tower moment might have happened, and you realize like, what am I waiting for? I'm ready. You could be balancing out this you're ready and wait. Should I wait? Should I go? Should I wait? Should I go? Should I come? Should I go? Like you could be balancing out that energy for yourself, right? That could be the energy you're really trying to balance out right now. Yeah, because it felt kind of stuck, kind of hangman-y, kind of like stuck energy just popped up out of nowhere when that weight energy came out. There's the two cards. Okay, yeah. Spirit said, okay, there's something better. There's something better than waiting, right? And it's the perfect time for you, right? It's the perfect timing. The energy is really conducive right now to you doing that, right? And then look again, the rainbows, right, flowing through. It's the perfect time to really, get into this. So also see this as a confirmation. If you're really being guided to do this, like go ahead and do it. If you think getting like maybe I should really wait, or maybe I should really do this. Maybe I should really get into it. Maybe I should really, you might have been guided to Spirit saying it's okay if you were guided to like it's the perfect timing now. Whatever it is the perfect timing now. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Doesn't matter why you stopped. Doesn't matter if you stopped. Right now is the perfect timing, right? So Spirit is saying, like it's okay, right? Again, like that energy. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay, right? Release any pain, release any negativity that you had towards yourself, or or anything like that. Really saw that. It's the perfect time now, right? Yeah, helpful people. Some of you might be listening to some guided meditations, or some of you might be taking some kind of meditation class or taking yoga classes, or you might be getting help through books or through seminars or whatever it is, even through people around you could just be bringing it up and talking about it, right? And it's okay. Like follow the signs, Spirit is saying, for sure. And then look, yeah, forgiveness. We kept talking about that, right? Forgiveness. I keep hearing Mandela. So I'll let that resonate for you. Ace of Swords, the truth. Some kind of Ace of Swords moment is happening here. Some kind of truth is being revealed to you, either about yourself or about some situation. I'm hearing more less so about like a truth about a specific person, and more so like a truth about a situation is like developing and evolving around you. What? Life's purpose? Yeah, your life's purpose is really like it was really evolving around you. It's around these healthy boundaries. Developing these healthy boundaries is really helping you to, yeah, soul tribe. You got soul tribe members coming in for sure. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse. We talked about that in our reading the other day about how, you know, addressing the anger, right? Addressing those. Well, actually, I don't think I uploaded that, but there was a whole message here about anger, about really facing any kind of anger or any kind of negativity, right? That you were really kind of, it's balance is being brought into this. Okay, you're really being guided to release and let go and move on and develop from that, right? And you're seeing the purpose. You're understanding, okay, I know why it happened, but I choose love, right? I choose love. Two of Cups. Ace of Discs, right? It's a brand new beginning being offered here, a brand new prosperous beginning being offered in this love. I choose love instead of anger, right? I love that. All right, I'm hearing what's coming towards the collective. What's coming towards the collective? What do they need to know about right now? Okay. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So definitely something is happening here. Something like that Ace of Pentacles was showing itself, right? The Ace of Pentacles start in reverse. So I really feel like something that hasn't been, something maybe you have been on your own. Look, Tower. I talked about that earlier. Tower. Towers are falling in your life and they're not being rebuilt. So brand new foundations are happening in your life, right? And you are letting all of these old mindsets, all this anger, all this everything, all understanding that everything that you built on that anger, that negativity, that it was weighing you down, right? It was like I'm hearing a tower of lead, right? And now you're rebuilding a tower of light, right? Now you're rebuilding a tower of light because, you know, in that old tower, it had to be knocked down, and you're really choosing not to rebuild on this tower, okay? And then look, it's Mars energy here. Okay, I did talk about that, right? Maybe perhaps you were healing around around masculine energy, or around particular things that happen between you and a masculine energy, or just around your masculine energy in general, right? Which Mars energy is kind of more that masculine anger, you know, low vibrational, you know, low vibrationally. Art, all these ones that are coming up that I'm not sure. It gives me magician vibes. This art does. And it's Sagittarius energy. I'm hearing like control. I'm also hearing like, yeah, just more along the lines of what your foundations were built upon. Like what all went into like this kind of bubbling cauldron here that I'm seeing right here in this card, right? What mixture went into all of those things, right? And it's like you're kind of looking at all of the things that you kind of took in at earlier stages in your life, and you're seeing now, right? Like, oh, you know, some of the things that were put in there were creating kind of like this volatile mixture, right? And I'm hearing that saying, what is it? It's like drinking poison and expecting your enemies to die, right? It's like thinking that they seeking revenge, or thinking that holding on to this anger will somehow uh, have an effect on the other person, and you're realizing it's not really having that much of an effect on the other person. It's having much more of an ill effect on me than it is this other person, right? And we've been talking about that phrase that um, around forgiveness, right? Is it better to be right, to feel justified in your anger, or is it better to feel happy, right? Would you rather be right, or would you rather be happy? And again, here, it's very slight, but you can see it, the rainbow energy here. Hi. You don't normally come up here. Hi. You feeling the energy, mister? Yeah. And spirit saying with that, it's time, right? Perfect timing. Like it's time. It might have been slow coming right here, okay, with the Knight of Disc, right? There might have been some obstacles standing up in your way over time, you know, that were kind of, hey, hold on, you guys, sorry. Okay. That's funny because my dogs started barking and they wanted out, and I opened up my door and I saw like a big confirmational thing for me, a confirmational sign for me. So I was just like, okay, spirit's just letting me know. Like, keep on going. Okay. So I really feel like this energy is coming towards you, this tower falling down here, this energy of, you know, of letting go of things of the past. It's time. This wheel is turning around for you, turning around in your favor, right? So that you can realize that this, you know, holding on to this negativity, it didn't serve you, right? So that's definitely a huge improving of like your mental and emotional health is what I'm really hearing, which, okay, I'm so happy for you. 2020, 2021, those might have been some heavy years like they were for everybody, right? Look at that. Defeat in reverse. I love that, right? So this is the Five of Swords. Defeat in reverse. Absolutely. Right? Letting go of that. Massively improving your health with that. That's brilliant. I love that so much. It's a lot of protective energy. I'm seeing with like this pinnacle energy that it's making right here, like kind of like this five-pointed star. It's giving me a very much so like protected energy. Death, right? Transformational energy. Big, huge transformational energy here. Okay, and death came right back out. Absolutely. So that is a huge, you guys might be really experiencing a huge ego death. You might be experiencing, oh, you are 100% completing a cycle. Okay? You guys are 100% here with the Four of Wands, completing a cycle, completion. I love that, right? With that wheel is spinning around where you were ending an old cycle of defeat, of heaviness, and letting all of that go. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's so beautiful. The Hierophant just came out. The Hierophant, okay? Seeking that forgiveness. And then again, look here, again with the five-pointed star, right? The again, right? And then you can't really see it on the camera, okay? But here, again, like in the background, there's a huge, right, the five-pointed star, where you are getting that protection from spirit, right? And being committed to a brand new cycle for yourself, right? Forgiveness too, right? The Hierophant is about seeking forgiveness and getting that forgiveness, right? And giving it as well, right? And here on the back of the deck, in your past, right? I'm getting that in your past energy, right? Peace in reverse, right? But this is also the Two of Swords in the reverse, right? Releasing that blockages, releasing those blockages from your past, and really stepping into this Hierophant Empress energy. Wow. Beautiful. I love that for y'all. And I'm hearing lily, okay? So like lily pads, or like the name Lily, possibly, okay? Beautiful. Yeah, lily pads, like leaving behind like the mud, purification, right? Purification, growing out of the mud, and kind of like your head like breaking the surface, right? Breaking the surface and being able to breathe and being able to see clearly and being able to flower and being able to grow, right? Swiftness. So the eight of Wands in reverse, and then look again, the rainbow, right? Again with the rainbow. Eight of, yeah, it's a spirit saying it might have been a long time coming, and that's okay. Swiftness in reverse, right? Now is the perfect timing, right? Don't beat yourself up for not already being here in the past, right? You are getting here exactly when and where you're supposed to, exactly when you're ready, and that's okay. It's the perfect timing right now, right? It doesn't have to be, you don't have to, with this Five of Swords in reverse, you don't have to compare yourself to anybody. You don't have to say, well, they did it and they already did it and they did it in this amount of time and they did it like this. And no, right? It doesn't have to be like that, right? And that's also blocking anybody else who wants to put that competitive energy towards you too, right? Like, it's not a competition. There's seed enough, there's room enough, there's energy enough in the universe to create and for all of us to succeed, right? It's okay. It's okay. I'm hearing that, like, I am a being of limitless potential. Exactly. Science. Six of Swords. Yeah, so the science card here. Okay. I'm hearing metaphysical science. Some of you guys might be getting into metaphysical, like the metaphysical. You might be studying, like, I'm hearing like string or multiverse theory or things like that. That's interesting. And these pinwheels right here are really reminding me. One, they were, I thought they kind of look like airplanes, and I heard that it looks like airplanes, and the night sky is like shooting stars. I could really use a wish right now, wish right now. I don't even know if that's the exact lyrics. I don't even know who sings that song or what the song is, but it just popped into my mind. Yeah, that airplanes are like shooting stars in the night sky. So that might be a significant song for you guys, okay? Or any of those lyrics might really mean something. That kind of, oh, that take action card, right? With the person that was on the Pegasus, right, on the winged horse with the shooting star, right? Like, so that any of that could be like a really big sign or symbol for you guys, okay? As well as I'm also getting the and do you guys remember, and I guess spoilers, I guess, for the movie Inception, if you guys haven't seen that already, at the end of it, they put that, it's that paper pinwheel is the trigger that they use to plant the idea in the son's mind, right, that the father really cared about them, that they really, you know, that he really cared. And so it's giving me that kind of like pinwheel. You see all the little pinwheels that are in the background right there? It's reminding me of that movie as well. So also sacred geometry. You guys could be really getting into sacred geometry right now. Also, as well, you guys might be coming into a circle of, because it's reminding me of Three Musketeers, but is there six swords right there, right? It's reminding me of a like a circle, or like an oath, like a round table, like swords, like taking oaths and keeping oaths, something like that. So this could be a route. We talked with the soul tribe card come out, right? So you guys could be really aligning with your soul tribe members, right? Everything is happening as it is supposed to, when it is supposed to happen, because you're about to come into contact with soul tribe members, right? Fuel to Ace of Swords, yeah. Right, it's finding that sword, right? Here, Spirit is showing me like you finally found your sword. You found your sword, right? Like you have to have that sword of truth to put in, to be holding that sword, to put it in, to the circle, right? It's like you found your sword, you found your truth, you found your connection, right? So that you can lay your sword down here too as well, right? So it's like a aligning. That's what they're really showing me. You found your personal truth. You found the truth about this out. Oh, look. And then too, like I just sang that song, right? Right here. These are all like stars. Stars in the night sky. Right? And maybe that was a wish that you had. You had a wish to find that soul tribe, to find those people um, that really understood you and understood your truth and really saw you for who you are, right? That's that wish. The universe has heard that. They're saying they really heard that, and and it's coming through, right? And you might have had some insecurities about it with the Strength card in reverse right here, right? You might have had some insecurities about, what is that, the Nine of Wands? Yeah, there could have been lessons that you weren't really learning in the past, right? Or in past lives, or in, this is, you're learning now, you're learning lessons that you had at once refused to release, refused to let go, but now you're learning them, right? You're breaking them, you're learning them, you're moving on from these past cycles. That's beautiful. Okay, that's great. So 2 more cards. Okay. Right, with this root chakra in the background, right? You're really reestablishing those roots. You're really reestablishing that energy. Okay, so the 6 of Cups in reverse, pleasure in reverse. Maybe you're like, it's like you're changing what used to get, like, maybe perhaps holding on to this, the negativity, some of this, in some kind of way it was your comfort zone, right? It was the thing that gave you some kind of sense of strength, that gave you some kind of sense of power over your situation, right? The control that you were, it's like getting that control, that feeling of control from from healthy places, instead of from places where you felt abandoned, so you tried to control the situation or control the outcome or control yourself or control your emotions or control other people around you. It's like, that used to give me pleasure, but it no longer gives me pleasure, it no longer gives me what I want, right? It's also this, growing up. 6 of Cups in reverse, it's about growing up in cycles coming to their natural end, right? This really could have been things that could have been around you, a lot of mindsets that were put inside of you at a very young age, and you're really coming to the realization that those mindsets no longer serve you, right? They might have served you in the past, to help you cope, some kind of escapism, or they could have helped you to kind of, disassociate or detach from the situation, and that could have gave you a sense of control or a sense of a strength in the past. But now you're realizing, okay, it's time for me to reattach, right? It's time for me to find pleasure in different ways. The end of this, this cycle is ending. Oh, wow. Worry. Wow, look at this. Worry in reverse. So this is the what? The 5 of disc. Wow, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. That's worry in reverse, right? 5 of Pentacles, right? Abandonment. It's leaving behind that abandonment and leaving behind the worry that you won't belong, that you don't belong, that you're outcast, right? No. A lot of you are finding, like, like your star family, you're finding your soul tribe, whatever words, you're finding those lifetime friends. You're coming into alignment with those people, places, and things that are going to be that stability, right? You're finding that stability in yourself, and since you are finding that stability and that truth inside of yourself, you are aligning with other people who have found that inside themselves too, right? That's beautiful. So it's leaving behind any of this sense of loneliness or abandonment, or this sense of, worry, right? Which is the worry is the insecurity, right? Underneath the anger, underneath it is pain, is fear, right? Letting go of the negativity, right? And understanding that, everything is going to be okay, right? And I really feel like you're going to be, wow, if I just said everything is going to be okay, you and your loved ones are safe, right? It's okay. You guys are going to be okay. And here with this new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. I really feel like you're entering into a period where you're really going to be noticing that you're going to be noticing what the universe gives you instead of what the universe takes away, right? Instead of, noticing everything that the universe deprives you of, you are going to be noticing and feeling a lot of gratitude towards all the things the universe really provides you and gives you. Um, yeah. It's just a big change in mentality, a big change in your psychology, a big change in the, your belief systems that you have really, um, ninth house, right? Your ninth house, Sagittarius. That's real about Sagittarius, right? That ninth house, like, it's not only travel, but it's like your psychology, how you really think, how you believe, how you view the world, how you view your place in the world. Yes, that's that Aeon card. That's what the Aeon card means, is how you view your place in the greater consciousness, right? Absolutely. And look here at the bottom of the Hierophant is that same image, right? Here, that is on the Aeon card, or the Aeon, however you say it. Right, and on the back, Hermit. So I really feel like this lone path that you feel like you have been walking so far, it's been important for you to walk that path so that you could find that strength inside of yourself. But I really feel like that's the path, you know, all that digging and all of the figuring yourself out and all of the really putting all the things that you've experienced in this life that you've walked through is really coming into alignment, right? And it's really helping you kind of move on away from that, right? And with that help, that, you know, that helpful people, I really feel like you're going to start to find yourself really aligning with those helpful people that are really going to help you out of any, help you embrace this new energy that you have coming into your life and leave behind this old past energy that no longer that you realize no longer serves you, right? Yeah, absolutely, right? Fifth dimension, right? There's a connection beyond the physical. You are connected in the 5D, right? Like you have been here with these soul tribe members in a higher dimension, and now I really feel like they are coming in, right? Magician, absolutely. You are connected to elemental magic, manifest the reality that you seek. A lot of you have kind of been putting that into the speaking that out into the universe, that you want to have this tribe, that you want to have these people, right? But you had to do this work first, right? You had to do all of this mental healing first so that you could actually trust these people, so that you could actually allow these people to come in, right? Enlightenment, you're being guided through signs, through messages, signs, and dreams. Specific numbers 16, 52. 52 is back there on the deck, on the board. 23, 18, and 20. Yeah. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. Look at this. Spirit just said, I said what I said, what I said. Surrender. Surrender to the divine plan. You had to bring yourself into this moment of surrender so that you could go through this death process, right? That's part of your surrendering, right? Part of your surrendering to this tower moment, allowing this tower to fall, right? Allowing the lead tower to fall, you know, so that it could fall away, so that you could release the pain, right? Release any kind of defeat of the past, or clinging on so much to how you felt like you were defeated in the past, or you did something so wrong in the past. Spirit is coming through to let you know, like, no, you did what you had to do in the past, but now it's time to let go of that, right? It's time to let go and allow a new beginning. You have, like, whatever forgiveness that you've been wanting to seek, like, it's given to you. It's there, right? So if you were seeking forgiveness from God, it's given. If you were seeking forgiveness from yourself, it's given. If you were forseeking, if you were forseeking, maybe you forsake something in the past, like you were, like you felt forsaken in the past, right? Um, falling in the best of it, clouded by memories of the past. Yeah. At last I see, I feel it fading. Yeah, I can't remember all of the lyrics of that song, but that's that Forsaken song. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I like that. Yeah. Clouded by memories of the past, but finally at last I see, right? Absolutely. Love that. Thank you, Spirit. um, yeah. So manifestation. Okay. Sorry. I just went down such a road right now in my mind. Manifestation. You are manifesting this connection, right? With your soul tribe members, right? Spirit said, I said what I said. Call in your soul tribe. They are here in the third and the fifth dimensions to help you, right? We saw the third dimension. It's coming here. That Ace of Pentacles is being, this connections are being manifested in the physical. You are about to come into actual physical union with these people, right? Are you about to come into physical union with things that will lead you into coming into contact with these people, right? They are already here in the fifth dimension, right? In the higher dimension to really help you, to sending a lot of really high vibrational energy to you, right? So right? Surrender. Surrender to the divine plan. In this surrendering, right? You found this, you found yourself, you found your energy. And on the other side of it, right? You're finding those people that are coming into your life to really help you, right? You are finding those people that, you know, that are going to be coming, right? You're manifesting. All this work that you're doing is manifesting these soul tribe members into your life. Love that. Yeah, divine protection, right? This protection is divinely protected. Relax, right? It's okay, right? It's coming in. The star moment again is coming in, right? Like all this healing and all this enlightenment that you're going through right now is really assisting you into calling in these members of your soul tribe. Written in the stars, yeah, this is a fated connection. Destiny is calling. Embrace yourself, for this is embracing your twin, right? So definitely just embracing these people who are really aligning up with you, right? And of course, for some of you, this could include like a soulmate or a life partner or things like that as well, right? Or coming into deeper, if you're already in a relationship, you know, you're already in a relationship with your life partner, coming into even deeper alignment, and the two of you together finding even more people that line up with you in your path, right? Yeah, right, like I said, in the third dimension, absolutely. Which is this 3D reality that we live in, right? Yeah. I think a lot of you are going to be having like a Kundalini Awakening as well if you haven't already gone through that. All right. Okay, so yeah, so pupil, take this person under your wing. You are here to guide them on their divine path. Be patient and kind. So you might be having somebody kind of like an understudy coming in for you, okay? You might be assuming this role, or you might be taking this person under, under your wing, okay? So take that as it does, right? It's new beginnings coming in here, right? For you, a new start is coming, right? Stay positive and open-minded to all the possibilities of the universe has in store for you, right? It might, right? Your manifestations, we've been talking about that. Your manifestations might come in mysterious and like what ways, right? But you are learning these healthy boundaries. Through learning all these healthy boundaries and all this work that you're doing, right? That way, when your soul tribe members do come in, right, you have those healthy boundaries. Not that, that your soul tribe members are people, but you won't have you won't have these toxic or unhealthy attachments to these people when they come in. You're going to be coming into a union with these people in a much healthier state, right? So that you know that at the end of the day, right, that you are in alignment with yourself, no matter if these people are in your life or if they're not, right? So healthy boundaries, right? Learn to set healthy boundaries in every relationship in your life. Keep an open mind and discerning heart, right? It just are an open heart and a discerning mind. Yeah, but you got to keep your mind open as well, right? Have an open mind about who these people are. Look, and we talked about that star seed, right? Star seed. So you could be coming, like I said, you could be coming, if you believe in star seeds, you could be coming into union with people who are of your same star family, okay? They could have came into this world in the same star system, or you have a star seed mission with some of these people you're coming into contact with to raise the vibration of the earth, right? Towers, right? This major towers, because you've allowed those old towers to fall, right? A new tower of light can be built, right? Those tower came right back out, right? Yeah. A new tower of unconditional love. That's that white tower of light, right? Love that. True unconditional love requires empathy, passion, patience, and compassion. Right? Learn to have all of this for yourself as well as your twin. Life is complicated and full of growth. Right? Absolutely. You had to learn how to have that true unconditional, unattached love to yourself and to other people in your life. Right? Beautiful. All right. Let's get some finishing message and then we're going to end. Okay. Yeah, you might have felt like your commitment was being right. I write commit. I kept saying that right earlier. Like just try to stay as committed as you can, right? And don't beat yourself up along the process, right? You and your loved ones are safe. Like, right? You had to feel safe. You had to feel safe in this energy. You had to really to really process some of this past energy that was really this worry, this fear, this attachments, these, you know, this fear of abandonment. Okay, look, I tried to pick this up in karmic cycle, right? It was a karmic cycle that you really needed to break inside of yourself so that you could move on, right? So that you could move on. So that you could actually allow it was a big trust issues for you. I really feel like trust, because of things that happened in your past. And it's like, well, if you hadn't have healed some of these issues, right, even if these people had come into your life at an earlier time, would you have really trusted them? Would you have allowed them to come into your life? Spirit saying, don't worry, it's the perfect time. Like, everything is happening exactly when it's supposed to, right? And we can get impatient with ourselves, but we get impatient when we focus only on the outcome, right? When the purpose of this journey is to enjoy the journey. It's not just to enjoy the destination, right? It's not just to enjoy who will be at the end of it when we're all healed and we look like we want and we act like we want, and you know, we have that perfect, and we have that person in our life, and we have those children, and we have that job, and we have that number in our bank account that makes us feel so happy, right? It's not just about what it's going to look like on the other side of it. It's also about what it looks like every day in the process to getting there, right? And it's about, you know, giving yourself those daily joys, right? Making your, you know, choosing those things that make you feel better on a daily basis, right? It's time to take action, right? Absolutely. So there's a big sense of here with this Aries energy too, like kind of like full energy starting over. Yeah, I do have the 0 here at the end, right? Yeah. Oh no, I took the 0 out. Okay, I made it a 10. But yeah, 10, right? 10 about completion, right, as well. And finding balance, to, you know, to kind of get yourself off the wheel of the old cycle and into something new, right? Advice for the collective. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself, right? Absolutely. Have faith in yourself and in your dreams and in your manifestations and all the things that you have bring, you know, coming to pass. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in that, right? Again, your commitment is being tested. You need to be, you know, as consistent as you can be, because you realize adjustments were being required. That's why you felt uncomfortable to begin with. That's why you felt that. That's why you felt this. You felt this tower coming, right? Because you knew that there were things that you needed to get rid of, right? You knew that there were things inside of yourself that you needed to that didn't serve you, right? That didn't really help you, and that won't serve you in this new cycle, right? So you had to let go of it. You had to find that space inside of yourself to let go of it. Yeah, right? You might have gone through some really high emotions in the processing of all of this, right? You might have found yourself um in some emotions of we talked about that, right? Of anger, of blame, of fear, right? And it's all the natural process to letting it all go, right? It's just when you find yourself in those emotions, you know, ask yourself, you know, is it really, you know, is it making me feel better? And maybe it is. You know, maybe at some point it made you feel better to be mad. It was better to be mad than it was to be depressed, or than it was to feel disempowered. But now Spirit is saying it's time for you to go to a level that feels even better than that, right? And they're saying conclusions are within reach, right? You're finding your way out of that woods that you were stuck in, right? You're finding your way out of the thorns, the thicket. You know, you're finding your way out of it. Out of the bramble. That's the word they want to use, bramble. Confidence is key to your success. Yeah, you're seeing that. Belief in yourself, knowing that you can do it, right? And Spirit saying like you can, right? And all this work that you've been doing is getting you to a place where you feel, you know, when you feel that empowerment inside of you, right? When you know that you can. 434 down on the real time clock. Meditate and contemplate. We've been talking about that, right? All this meditation, all the contemplation, the stilling your mind and really thinking about this in the past, and what really happened, and learning how to let it go and get yourself out of that past energy, right? Yeah. So Spirit is saying don't run away from those emotions, right? Emotions are running high. Don't run away from those emotions. process them, allow yourself to feel them, then ask yourself, why am I feeling these emotions? What does that mean for me? Well, why am I feeling this way? Be honest with yourself about why you're feeling certain emotions. I'm telling you, the past few days, I've been feeling a lot of anger. And then I really got honest with myself last night, and I said, well, why are you projecting so much of this anger onto? It was a specific person that I was projecting a lot of anger onto, and I really had like a moment to myself where I really sat down and asked myself, well, why do you feel this way? Well, I understand you feel that way, but that person really, although they might be exhibiting like actions, or they might be exhibiting behavior that really triggers you, that's your problem. It's not their problem. So you can't be putting out anger towards that person, because it's your issue. It's not their issue, right? Their path is their issue. Your path is yours. And it's not your place to put anger on this person because it reminds you of other things, right? You're the one being triggered. They're not the problem. Your triggers are the problem, right? Your triggers are telling you that there's something here you need to heal, and it doesn't do you any good to project that anger onto somebody else, right? Bring it back to yourself. It can be hard to do that, right? It can be hard to, and to bring it back to yourself and not bring guilt and shame onto yourself, right? That's the next step. Bring it back to yourself and detach from the guilt and the shame of it, so that you can actually heal and let go and move on from it, right? So that you can actually release it and actually change the behavior. Because you can get stuck on that whole guilt cycle, which just in turn really makes you angry, which makes you feel, then you go to escapism of projecting that anger right back out, right? Because you're like, I'd rather blame them than take the blame myself, right? And we all do that. It's just about getting to a point where you're aware of it, where you can go, okay, I need to stop doing this, right? Because it's really not helping me feel better. It really isn't. In the long run, right? In the long run, staying in the anger, it doesn't serve me. It doesn't help me. And this went shooting off the back. What is this? The answers you need are coming, right? Sometimes we have to realize that other person, they might not address the issue that's triggering you. They might not take accountability, or they might not take responsibility, right? They might not wake up to their actions and how they might be doing certain things, but that's them, right? Your journey is yours and their journey is theirs, and you have to let that be. That you have to get to a place where you feel more okay with that, right? Because your healing cannot depend on whether or not they're healed or not, right? You have to heal regardless. You have to take back your own power and take back the power of saying, oh, that's another form of escapism, and that's the honest truth behind it, right? Well, I have to wait for that person, to allow me to heal. Why? And I'm not saying that you're not doing that for a reason, but it might be a question you really need to ask yourself. Communication is key. All right? Communicating with yourself is key. Yeah. You're very close to achieving your goals. Just keeps pushing that out, right? You are very close to achieving your goals. So hold your vision and expect powerful change, okay? The end of this tough cycle, right, is ending. The end of this tough cycle, the completion of this cycle is upon you. It's coming, right? And you might have been hearing that for a long time. You could have been hearing people or other people in the tarot community, or other people, in the spiritual community telling you that for months, right? And you're like, but when? It's coming, right? That's all you need to know, is that it is coming. And that it will come exactly when it is supposed to. It might not come when you want it to, but it will actually come at the right time. So have faith and believe in that, right? And take solace in the fact that it is coming, that you are getting better, that you are healing, right? That every day will feel a little bit better than the last, right? And I'm not saying that there won't be some days that you feel better than others, but right? This journey is a long and winding path, and it takes some time, and that's okay. Yeah, just hold your vision that this is ending, that it's happening, right? And you expect that powerful change. You expect that tower, right? Sometimes it takes months, sometimes it takes years, you know, for that tower to be dismantled and fall, you know, for us to allow for us to see that the tower is falling, allow the tower to fall, step back, sort through the rubble, clear it off all the rubble, rebuild the foundation, and start building a new tower. That takes a long time, right? So give yourself grace and give yourself love and give yourself kindness, you know, because you've been doing a lot of work. You've been undoing years. For some of y'all, like multiple generations of this tower, right? So give yourself some love and give yourself some grace and give those people around you that were suffering the same thing some grace and some love as well. Okay? Thank y'all so much for being here with me today. I really hope this brought some love, light, and clarity into your life. All right, my loves, thank you so much to everyone who is here. Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below. Okay. If it did resonate for you and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and stick around for more videos like this and more picker cards and other things coming to the channel as well. Okay. Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for sharing this video around to those who you feel like would really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys, and also thank you to anybody who donates to the channel, who tips, or who commissions me for a personal reading. All right, and the information for all of that and my contact email is down below in the description box down below. Just hit the little down arrow and scroll down. It's all down there. Thank you again. Just thank you guys so very much, and I will catch you lovelies in the next one. Bye.